Commission meeting of September 4th, 2025. It's 4:30. Calling the meeting to order. Let's see, I think we need, do we have a quorum?
Mike's
Four of us.
coming down.
Yeah, we have us four,
So,
and then Mike will be down too.
Liza, do we need to have Liza elevated?
Quorum's only four, right?
I'll make her a regular member today. Okay, so we're elevating Liza to vote at this particular meeting. Okay, public comment.
Do a motion on this?
Do I need a motion to do that? I'm sorry, I need a motion to,
You moved it, I'll second it.
Okay,
all in
Thank you.
favor? All in favor, yes?
here we go.
Yes, okay. Okay, approval of minutes. August 7th was a brief meeting. And so I think there's,
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
okay, any second?
I'll second it.
Second it, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes. Okay. Public comment. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Donna Vayu, Lead Mine Road. It is my understanding that representatives of this board, one or more, had a meeting with the owner of the Lead Mine Road lot abutting my lot, namely Sue Goodwin. There was a meeting about some sort of potential acquisition of that lot. Is there anything that can be shared?
Well, we're gonna have a non-public about the discussion relating to that particular transaction, so really not at liberty to describe much about what went on, but it is a topic for discussion.
Okay. Is this board aware of the circumstances of that lot?
Believe so.
Okay,
All right,
thank you kindly.
all right.
I have a question. Does it abuts your lot?
Yeah. Across the street.
Oh, across the street above it, not a common line, not a common law line.
No, it's not a common lot line. Not unless you count the class 5 road.
Is it a class 6 road?
It's a class 5 road.
Class 5, okay.
Oh my goodness, you don't know that by now?
I want to just verify that situation. All
It's
right.
always been a class 5
Oh,
road.
always has been, okay. All right, as far as old business, Tim was here last month and talked about the issues of the woodland forest and all that. So I think we're in good shape there. Chain of Ponds update. I believe it was August that we submitted our comments to Upper Saco.
Yes.
And there was a situation where we thought we were very close. Pardon me?
August 18th.
August
We all sent the
18th.
email. Yep.
August 18th, we submitted a comment that included maybe a couple of items and all of that. So we thought we were in good shape, but however, Upper Saco has not been in contact with us. So I think it was just today, due to the fact that it was like 3 weeks, we haven't heard anything, and there was only a couple of items that were an issue. Sent an email to Upper Saco asking what's going on. So we have no idea what the issue is, but it's one of those things that we're ready to deal with it with the final negotiation of all the terms. And we thought we were close, but it's unknown as to the status at this particular point in time. Presumably that, you know, that they will respond to the inquiry that we made. Property review commitments, I think everything is in order. Some of the work that Tim is gonna be doing with the Goodwin Forest may represent a report. Hopefully, we did ask him for an update of the property description, so that may result in a new property description that goes into the book that we're trying to digitize over the years now. And I hope that will be done in the near future, which would provide good access to the property reports and all of that. And they're all, essentially, I think they're all been updated to the current condition. So that's a significant undertaking in terms of that everything that we have in the property reports in the book is up to date. And Goodwin will be put up to date, presumably, as a result of the activity going on there. New business, nothing there. Selectmen's report, okay,
I don't have one.
well, interesting situation with the
Yes.
selectmen. Planning board report, Mr. Olson.
We had actually 2 meetings last night. We had the master plan revision committee at 5:30 and trying to keep us within the budget of what we have and within the scope of what the board wants. We did have some input from the North Country Council that may be a little more expensive. And so I think what we're gonna try to do is get what exists digitalized and then be able to go in and update the portions of it, like give you access to do the Conservation Commission chapter and you know, maybe Mike get in and add some maps and stuff like that. And we're not gonna print anything, it's all gonna be virtual, so.
Okay.
So we made pretty good progress on that. And on planning board, we had the Pomeroy property on the end of Winter Road come back at us. And so they had struggled, and must have been a dozen years ago. And
Anyway.
and back when Wendy Huff was our secretary and struggled, and finally they condominiumized that property, and I think what really happened is they, from one lakefront lot, they ended up with 3 lakefront lots, or 4, which would multiply their lakefront land assessment. So they wanted to combine the lots back together again. This must have been a year ago or more, year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. And we said, well, you can't put 3 houses on a single lot. And so we said, you can't do that. And we had sued, and we went to the land court in Concord, and the court sent us back to rewrite our decision. And they got a new lawyer, and who had arguments different than that we had made our decision on, and we ran that all by our lawyer and decided that if they push come to shove, we might not win the battle, so we voted to merge the lots.
Wow.
So they can put 3 houses on one lot?
So they'll back exactly where they started,
With no condo.
with no condos. So they just have 3 buildings, no condos, 1 deed, 1 lot.
So if they wanted to build, they have to go through the whole planning procedure again?
I think the goal was 3rd generation heirs wanting to separate the assets. So you have a house, I have a house, and somebody else has a house. And it sounded pretty straightforward until you get the planning board involved and lawyers. And they're summer people from Pennsylvania, and they're lawyers and judges. So we have lawyers, and Cooper started, and Squire Cooper, and then, you know, lawyers, and too many lawyers. And I decided it's time to send the lawyers home. So,
Can I ask, what was the new argument that was presented?
just regulatory stuff. With the way whether our regulations say
Covered it?
that clearly. And you know, you run into that stuff all the time, whether it's 155, is that right? 155B,
E.
and that seemed pretty straightforward until you started using it, and you know,
Sounds fair.
lawyer's figure, something like that. So, and then we had the Sear property on East Madison Road. There's somebody that bought one of the back lots. And I'm sure we all remember Sam Bourne quite warmly. And so it was more. It wasn't really a planning board issue. It was more a right-of-way issue that we don't, not our gig. So, but it did bring up a bit of a. Oh, who was that guy? Sam Bourne. It took me all day to remember what his name was.
So they wanna build up behind there, on that whole right-of-way issue again?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
or whether you can build or whether you can subdivide. And that lot has frontage on East Madison Road, so it's 14 acres. It goes all the way down from their right-of-way down to East Madison Road. So,
Cause I think that right-of-way was only 2 rods instead of 3 rods wide, if I remember.
yeah,
So it was,
it's like not our problem.
okay, good.
So. And that was about it.
Okay.
So can I ask a question? Do you just have to have frontage off on a class 5 road, or do you have access to that lot via that class 5 road frontage?
To create, our definition of a lot is 2 acres of usable land, which would exclude wetlands and steep slopes, and 200 feet on a class 5 or better road.
Just frontage or access?
Well, if you're on if it was inaccessible and he won't give you a building permit, we probably wouldn't give you a driveway permit. We probably wouldn't create that lot.
But it would be accessible via the right of way.
Yeah, that's different though.
That's the question, that's
That's-
the legal question between the individual parties, and it's what they ran into. It's one of those, be careful what you wish for, cause you just might get it. When that was a class 6 right of way, they all enjoyed the public use of it. When that went away, after Mr. Bourne's lawsuit, it came down to what individual rights did people have. And some people had them, some people didn't.
So,
But like you said, it's not a fight for the town to have anymore.
no. Spent enough money on that one, didn't we?
You sure did.
So it just as an aside, up on Maple Grove, last month, on that lot, they cleared on Amy Kennett Road. They had 2 7-acre lots they wanted to take out of the 220 acre lot, and they both had class 5 road frontage, but they showed off of the Amy Kennett Road a right of way to the back of the lots. So like you know, is that really running around the end of the regulation by saying you're gonna build these lots with road frontage, but we're gonna access them off a class 6 road?
So here's a question,
Oh,
if you would be so kind. If I had a 10-acre lot, and that one 10-acre lot had a right-of-way, and it also had frontage on a class 5 road, and if I chose to subdivide that lot, where does the right of way still, will it be honored? Not in the new lots, obviously.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter to the planning board so much. We'd care if you have 2 acres of usable land, 200 feet on a class 5 or better road.
It would only matter if you didn't have frontage on a class 5 road.
Yeah, because we wouldn't do it. We don't subdivide on class 6 roads.
No, I know that. But if this person had a right of way to their 10-acre lot, they can build on it.
They can build on it, they just
Right,
can't subdivide.
but if they chose to subdivide it, does the new created lots have the honor of that right of way?
You couldn't subdivide it unless you had 200 feet on a class 5 road. You can share a driveway,
A driveway?
yeah. But you can't subdivide without 200 feet on a class 5 road.
But it does have frontage on a class 5 road.
Does it have 400 feet?
Yes.
So,
My question is if I own a 10-acre lot and I choose to, I have a right of way to that 10-acre lot and I choose to subdivide it, I can't give the new lot the right of way because it's not mine to give away. Someone gave me the right of way to use
Oh.
that.
yeah, that's a right-of-way issue.
Huh?
That's a right-of-way issue.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's,
Yeah,
who would answer that question?
A lawyer?
A lawyer.
Well, it makes sense that if I have a right of way, someone afforded that to me. And if I decide to create more lots, I can't give that right of way, cause it doesn't belong to me. It only belongs,
Yeah, it would depend how it's written,
yeah,
so.
it's complicated.
Probably lawyers and not
Sorry,
judges.
didn't mean to take up your
It's an
time.
issue that you need to handle
Yeah,
out of this
complicated.
office, that's, or area for sure. Okay, we need to talk about account balances, and there's very modest changes, most of it related to small amounts of interest income. The gift account got 1 cent of an interest this month, which is.
$97.
And, $97 from the wildlife presentation, which equals, $358.79 in the account. So that's that. Capital reserve account is $67,983.99. Okay, so now, we need to make a motion to enter non-public session. And the non-public session is per RSA 91A:3, 2D. The consideration of the acquisition, sale, or lease of real or personal property which, if discussed in public, would likely benefit party or parties whose interest may be averse to those of the general community. So that's the,
Yes, can you explain that to me? I don't understand why that discussion falls under this RSA.
because it's a discussion of the acquisition of the property. It's very clear that's what it's about.
I'll make a motion that we enter into the non-public.
Okay. Yes, we need a motion to open non-public, so need a
I'll
second.
second it.
Second it, need a vote,
Roll call vote.
roll call vote.
Do roll call, sorry, I'm reading.
We'll start off with Marcia,
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Oh, did-
Liza,
Marcia.
Mike,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Mike Mosier, Josh Shackford,
Aye.
and myself, and Mr. Olson.
Me, yes.
Okay, okay, so now
Hold on.
Thank you.
Do it, shut off the video, yes.
we're gonna terminate the video at this point.
We don't have to terminate it.